initial info po as to the history of this plane? Like, meron ba tayong idea if this is an old plane, if this is a new plane?
Bayanihan laban sa COVID-19. Update.
Pakinggan natin ang ilang mga update hinggil sa kaninang balita na pagbagsak ng isang eroplano na lula ng ilang mga medical workers o ilang mga maghahatid ng mga medical supplies para sa mga kinaukulan. Panoorin po natin ito.
24 was closed. There was an aircraft that was supposed to be landing at around 10 or little past 10. It's a Korean Airlines flight, but it was diverted to Clark. We're trying our best to open the runway, but there's still ongoing investigation and likewise retrieval of calibers. So we cannot yet open the runway right now.
So just to be clear, sir, that particular runway is closed as of the moment.
That is correct, sir.
Sure, sorry. Maybe clarify ulit po. What time did the airplane take off?
Based on the data that I have, it's around 7:57. Was it right? 7:57. And immediately after, I think the incident happened at around 8 o'clock tonight. And immediately, right after a minute, our fighting unit was able to respond and was able to contain the fire. But unfortunately, the passengers were not, there were no survivors.
So sir, naka-take off po yung aeroplano?
Hi, good evening. Based on the reports of the Manila Tower, they were alarmed that for such as the size of the aircraft, took them some time to take off. Dapat dun sa haba ng take-off roll niya, naka-airborne na siya. So they were alarmed na bakit hindi pa. So they were really alarmed na kaya sila hawak na nila yung hotline just in case whatever happens, matawagan na nila kagad yung ating fire crash and rescue. So that really happened. So as to whatever talagang detalye kung ano nangyari, hindi pa ho natin alam. It's still under investigation. But to answer your question, whether the aircraft is airworthy, it is. The licenses of the pilots are current. And it's a Westwind aircraft. It's a corporate jet performing a medevac from Manila to Haneda, supposedly.
Sir, sorry. We also have information that this aircraft is being used to transport medical supplies. Is it true, sir?
You are correct. Actually, kahapon lang po, nasa Iloilo siya, naghatid po ng mga medical supplies, and then they went back Manila safely.
May we confirm also, sir, kung lahat po nasa aeroplano ay Pilipino?
Mukhang hindi po. Mayroon yatang foreign national. Let me just... Meron pong dalawa, foreign national, isang Canadian, isang American citizen.
Would it be possible, sir, to know their background, or the doctors?
I'm sorry?
Would it be possible, sir, to find out the background of the two foreign nationals? Were they the doctors or the nurses on board? Or
Seems like they are the passengers. Let me just check it out.
yes, sir.
DG, a question lang. Are aircraft of this type equipped with flight data or cockpit voice recorders?
That's what we're trying to find out right now. Nandun po ang ating mga investigador ngayon at tinitingnan po nila kung anong meron dun sa aeroplano. So it's ongoing pa po tayo ngayon.
So if ever man na meron yun, sir, probably yun din ang titingnan kung paano naging communications with Manila Tower.
Correct. Yung cockpit voice recorder is one part of the investigation.
Tapos to GM, sir, you mentioned that that specific runway 0624 has been closed. Do we have any estimate yet kung kailan ito mabubuksan? Or we will be waiting until matapos po itong sinasagawang retrieval operations na ba ito, sir?
No, sir. Currently in the investigation by CAP, because when there's an issue or an incident like this, we will have to make sure that the runway is clear before we opening. But the investigation department of CAP are still conducting to find if there are some debris that will be used or it could be related to the incident. So it takes a little while. We're talking about 3,737 runway length. So just make sure that we're all clear and we'll be able to get all the evidences relating to this incident before we can clear the runway. In terms of retrieval, we're also waiting for SOCO to come in because of the dead bodies. We're hoping that by roughly about 2 hours after midnight, that's the latest estimate given to me by the recovery team, that we will be able to open the runway and use for takeoff and landing.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
were there flights suspended or canceled because of the runway closure, sir?
Sherwin, we have only right now around seven flights that are departing and arriving today, meaning from morning until the last minute of midnight tonight. So there's, as I said, only one arrival has been affected. This is Korean Airlines, which was diverted to Clark. And there are still aircraft that are standing by for takeoff. As soon as we clear the debris, then we will open the runway, but it's a restricted length. As soon as we're given the actual measurement, CAAP will give us a go signal to open the runway for takeoff. Is that right? Correct, sir.
Jim, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, this, for soundbite purposes, can you give us like a general information on what happened tonight? Yung lahat, sir, na information na meron kayo in one statement, sir.
Well, that's what I said earlier in my opening statement, that we confirmed that there was an accident that happened tonight at around 7:57 as per the information of the takeoff. And unfortunately, all the passengers, there were no survivors on the flight.
Any more questions? Anybody? So,
To those, just an apology, just to those stations who've been calling me, I've got about 30 or 40 missed call. I have to apologize that I wasn't able to take your call because we were busy at the site early on. That's why we called them for this press conference, just to give you more details as to what really happened.
Sir, mahabal lang po, sir. Yung mga katawan po ng mga nasawi, ano na pong nasa na po?
They're still inside the aircraft, the chartered aircraft, but awaiting the SOCO to give us a go signal to retrieve or remove the body from the aircraft.
GM, pahabol lang yung pong tanong. Other than the two foreign nationals, what are the nationalities of the rest ng mga pasahero? Are they Filipinos? Are they also?
They are all Filipinos.
So, to be clear, 2 foreign nationals and 6 Filipinos.
That is correct.
Sir, the 2 foreign nationals,
I'm sorry?
the 2 foreign nationals, were the 2 passengers that
There were 2 passengers, one U.S. national and one Canadian national.
what is the relationship of the both of them?
Unfortunately, I don't have the details.
Jim,
Yes, sir.
yung 2 passengers ko ba ay patients?
No, sir. Sabi ko ho kanina, foreign nationals were one was a Canadian national and the other one is an American national.
Yes, sir. Pero bakit po sila nagaling sa Japan?
Hindi ko natanong kung bakit po, but I'm sure it's a medical evacuation. I don't know really the details why they're going to go to Japan.
DDG, may pahabol lang po kung tanong ano. Is it true that your Lion Air was also the operator of this flight?
Correct.
And if Lion Air was also the operator nung flight po na bumagsak in Calamba last year, is it also the same operator?
Same.
So sir, you were talking about two possible fatal crashes which happened in less than a year. What actions might be recommended for Lion Air given na may dalawa pong aksidente in the span of less than a year? Because what happened in Laguna was September of 2019. We're looking at March. So ilang buwan po ito?
Right now, the initial step that we are looking into is grounding the whole fleet. It's quite alarming, but we are looking into the records. Deeply we will be looking into the records of this unfortunate event that happened to Lion Air. Definitely, we will have a thorough investigation into this, and then we will advise the operator that the actions or the steps to be taken.
So talagang ano ba to, sir? Ang Lion Air they really provide charter flights lang or medevac flights lang?
Both.
Both po.
Yeah.
So this flight in particular is a medevac flight and a charter flight or just a medevac flight?
Medivac.
Okay.
Any more questions? Have you talked to the operators of the airline about their side towards this incident?
As we speak, hindi pa po.
Sorry, may mga nagpapahabol lang po sa akin.
Go ahead.
Sa aviation. Sir, runway daw, the runway that involved is 0624. What about 1331? Ano pong gamit nito ngayong other runway ng NAIA, sir?
It's temporarily closed because of so many aircraft that's parked right now because of no operations of our domestic flights. So we converted that area, and there is that part of the threshold as parking area. Unfortunately, with a shorter runway, we cannot make use of this for international flight insofar as the length of the runway 1331.
And na-mention niyo naman kanina, sir, that the impact is minimal.
Very minimal.
Alright.
Yes, sir.
Wala na. You're good. Thank you.
Thank you also for.
Thank you very much.
Bayanihan laban sa COVID-19. Update.
At tabayanan ang mga kumpletong detalye hinggil sa pagbagsak na yan ng isang eroplano na tinuturingan ng isang medical flight at ito ngayon nangyari mga alas 7 kanina sa bahagi ng NAIA International Airport at atin pong iisa-isahin ang mga naging resulta ng naturang insidente niyan. Ang inyong naririnig kanina na tumutugon sa mga katanungan sa isinagawang press briefing ay mismong si Manila International Airport Authority General Manager Edmond Rian. But for the meantime, antabayan natin ang ilang pang mga susunod na mga detalye hinggil sa pangyayari ito. Ako po si Radyoman Ronnie Ramos ng DCXL 558 Tatak RMN.